Hello friends, now we'll be covering up the second part of this video, and in this we'll be studying the rest of the seasons. So though there are monsoon wise only two seasons have been established, winter and summer. However, Indian Meteorological Department has classified Indian seasons into four categories: the cold weather season from December to February, hot from March to May, then southwest monsoon June to September, and retreating monsoon from October and November. Okay, now we study the cold weather season. Starts early. So the general characteristics of this is कि sun is on Tropic of Cancer. Bright weather prevails in most of the Indian peninsula. However, in Tamil Nadu we see or in the Coromandel coast we see rainfall due to northeasterly trade winds. In coastal areas there is no major fluctuation as the moderation effect of ocean is high. Then Northwestern India experiences temperature and feeble atmospheric conditions, means pressure here is very low. This is an anomaly because I think this is written here wrong, because pressure condition in these areas is a bit higher. Okay, so low temperature is there. Then South Indian Indian Ocean, warmer temperatures. Then winds are blowing from north to south under low pressure conditions. Indo-Gangetic Plains, over Indo-Gangetic Plains we see light westerly winds, low humidity, fog, low temperature. This is our urban characteristics. In Delhi we see temperature goes 6 than normal. Cold wave की definition बता रखी है यहाँ पे. This is कि if the temperature goes below 6 degrees from normal, it is called cold wave. And urban centers like Delhi and Agra we see smog and low visibility. Light easterly winds, northeasterly winds again, Brahmaputra, Khachar Valley. Then in times freezing temperature भी reach कर जाता है. ज़्यादा ठंडी in North India happens because of three reasons: low moderation effect, snowfall in Himalayas, then westerly westerly disturbances के कारण भी इधर आ जाए. Winter monsoon from northeast trade wind do not cause much rainfall because it moves from land to sea, have little humidity, anticyclonic conditions on the northwestern conditions. Okay, then there is a bit given about the western disturbances. Okay, what it is saying is western disturbances are western disturbances are cyclonic depressions developing over Mediterranean Sea at a height of and travel towards India at a height of 3 kilometers under the influence of westerly jet stream. Okay, now the moisture content in them comes via Caspian Sea and Persian Gulf, and rabi crops and grams, wheat and grams which grow in this time have a huge benefit from these rains. The frequency of these is 2 to 4 depressions per month and goes on decreasing with the onset of summer seasons. They can travel till Bengal in the east. Their precipitation goes on decreasing from west to east in plains from north to southern mountains. Okay, next note. Then we start with the hot weather climate. Okay, nothing much has been given. April, May, June temperature start rising. Then we see northern central India have most of the part have 35 above degree temperature, according to Indian convention 6 to 7 degree above the normal trend is moderate, and 8 degree or more is severe heat waves. And in Deccan Plateau, or we see temperature in April between 38 to 43 found in central India, and we can also see at 48 degrees the temperature goes on. There are certain atmospheric pressure is low all over the country due to high temperatures. In May and June, a steep pressure gradient creates low. Now there are different names given to it. This is Northwestern Kal Vaisakhi, mango showers, and in Kerala some temporary invasion of monsoon. Okay, then southwest monsoon again. We're dealing it. Okay, the southwest monsoon, or the monsoon season in our country. So it happens because in summers temperature rises, pressure condition starts declining over the landmass, and over Indian Ocean we see a relatively higher pressure is there. Okay, then there is a withdrawal of southern branch of westerly jet stream, easterly jet stream, as a result of which Tibetan heating of Tibetan highs, we see easterly jet stream strengthening. As a result of, we see two branches of a monsoon, that is Indian Ocean branch, that is Arabian Ocean branch, and Bay of Bengal branch. Now Bay of Bengal branch directly do not get into India, but only after being diverted from Arakan Yoma belt that enters India. Okay, initially it around 20th of May, this Bay of Bengal branch hits Andaman and Nicobar Islands and create and give rainfall there. Okay, however, this Arabian Ocean branch goes and hit Kerala on 1st of June, and there is a sudden burst of monsoon. Now this is the advancement of monsoon in our country, and we can see this Bay of Bengal branch do not directly enters into Indian mainland. Only Andaman and Nicobar Islands are affected by it, but only after getting diverted from Arakan Yoma it enters in our country. Now see, regarding this, questions have been asked a lot of times in CAPF branch. In CAPF questions, this Kerala branch only enters Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra area, and then further do not enter any part of our country, because it goes in Bangladesh, and later on it emerges through northeastern sides of our country. Okay, so it do not get enter into central or north India. Okay, then this Karnataka branch provides rainfall in Karnataka, Andhra, Telangana. Then it also goes out and then eventually goes into Sikkim. The major rainfall is given in rest of the states is given by two branches. One is Maharashtra branch. Maharashtra branch, it enters and gets into Satpura, between Satpura and Vindhyachal ranges, and it brings rainfall not only in Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, then Jharkhand, Bihar, and later on in Himalayan states. Okay, then the next branch, this Gujarat branch, it goes through Gujarat. Parallelly it travels then in Rajasthan, in Madhya Pradesh, then in UP, and then goes up in Uttarakhand, and it will be also Uttarakhand going up, Himachal and may go up. Okay, then this branch of another branch of Gujarat, it goes having very less rainfall in Aravalli area, and it goes on Punjab and few parts of Haryana. Okay, now this classification can be asked. Okay, now here classifications have been given. So first is telling about the Western Ghats. On certain in the leeward side 250 to 100 centimeter of rainfall is received. However, on the rain shadow side only 50 centimeter of rainfall is received. Then Rajasthan sub branch of Arabian Sea going to Gujarat does not provide much rainfall in Rajasthan because of parallel position of Aravallis and shunting effect by hot and dry air from Balochistan. From Balochistan, hot air comes, as a result of which condensation is not, dew point is not reached. Okay. Then we see Northwestern India. Northwest India receive rainfall a bit lower because by the time there is Rajasthan, Haryana, most of their moisture is gone. Then there is a two-way split in Bay of Bengal branch after being deflected from Arakan Yoma. See, there are two branches. One enters into Gangetic Plains, channeling itself into Himalayas, and the other moves up the Brahmaputra Valley in northern and causes rainfall there. A small branch of the Bay of Bengal is trapped by Garo and Khasi hills, as a result of which there is heavy rainfall in areas like Chirapunji and Mosinram. Then we see that there are some depressions, 20-25 depressions cycloning from Bay of Bengal originating. They create heavy rainfall in certain areas. There is a monsoon break, 1 or 2 months active break from the active monsoon period when there is no rainfall or a decrease in cloudiness. It is due to weakening of Tibetan highs. So easterly jet stream also weakens, as a result of which rain bearing depressions and from Bay of Bengal are not pushed along the monsoon trough of ITCZ. On the other hand, at the same time, say the monsoon trough shifts northwards to Himalayan foothills, as a result of which due to monsoon break, rest of the country is not having rainfall, but there is a rainfall in Himalayas, and Himalayan rivers originating are flooded due to this. Then it is said that from 2nd and 3rd of September saw the migration of wind starts back in northeastern direction. Then return of jet stream accompanied by northeastern trade winds. October sky is high, temperature is around 30-35 degrees, soil is still moist, October heat is seen. We see major tropical cyclones at this time, and tropical cyclones have been covered here. They say that there is a bimodal peak in occurrence of tropical cyclone in Bay of Bengal and Arabian Ocean. The point is that here it is that in October, November, May and June, this is known as the bimodal peaking. It is heavy rainfall happens in this time only. Tropical rainfall. Okay, the reason why tropical cyclones are missing in July to September are not so intense. This is because of strong vertical wind shear in troposphere. Okay, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Pondicherry are on eastern coast and more vulnerable. In Arabian Sea and versus Bay of Bengal, ratio is 4:1 because of remnants of typhoon from northwest Pacific, and Bay of Bengal is relatively warmer than Arabian Sea. Okay, the disaster potential is again very high on the eastern coast because of 40% populations living in 100 kilometer range from the coastal areas. Okay, this ends this video. Will be covering up other part of this video in third part. Thank you.